welcome to Riley's World. Out here, guys, trying to enjoy some of this beautiful weather. I think it's about to rain. My son out there trying to mess with the lawnmower. I'm actually cutting the lawn, but battery is dead, so I'm charging it right now. While I'm charging it, I just decided, you know what? Let's talk some football. Yes, football. And the most that's going on right now, I think Liverpool is playing right now. I think they're about a 2-1 up or 2-0, something like that. Um, ain't nobody have no interest in that right now because they already win gone with the title. So, ain't no use watching that. Me, I don't have to watch that either because um, I'm guaranteed Champions League football. So, it's whatever for me. I'm just looking forward to the last game of the season so I can just put up my foot, relax, and just chill. You know what I mean? It's been a long, long season. And I'm tired. This season stressed me out. I think it's the most stressful season I've ever had. Stressful than last year, way stressful than the year before. Yep, this season stressed me out. I think I lose a couple pounds because of this season. But, you know what I mean? You know what's so sad? Next season I'm ready again. I'm ready again next season. But, you know what I mean? Such is football, guys. Such is football. You know what I mean? We love what we love. We support who we love. And that's that. So, yep. Some transfer. You know what I mean? I was kind of worried about the whole situation with Zubimendi. You know what I mean? Looking back and seems like we didn't even get a guarantee that we got the year we go. You know what I mean? But the year we go just seems kind of, you know what I mean? But we were assured that Zubimendi will play for Arsenal next season. You know what I mean? Just waiting on the season over there to finish. He's actually just making sure that he's respectful to his club and all of that goodies. You know what I mean? Being very respectful and not trying to push anything. You know what I mean? You know, like most players do, respectfully trying to leave. You know what I mean? Hey, as human beings, it's always good to leave with a clean record, right? You may never know where you have to get a recommendation from in life. So, yeah, so that's one of the situation. We have some outgoings for Arsenal. I'm not even sure who and who yet. You know what I mean? I know the persons that are out of contract is leaving. I'm not sure what party is doing yet. We're not sure what's going on with Trossard. But I know there's going to be several outgoings. So there's going to be a lot of gap in this team to fill. And even though I'm tired, like I'm tired like I was one of those persons kicking ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired like I was literally out there kicking, trying to score and all of that. But I mean, I guess fans, we're here cheering, making sure that we're ready for the game when the game is on. You know what I mean? Getting our beers, getting whatever, shouting, goal, cursing when y'all miss and all of that. So you know, we're tired too. We've been working. We've been working. You know, so it's just all about the love and the fun of the game. You know what I mean? The love and the fun of the club, right? And as an Arsenal supporter, I love my club. You know, um, throughout the good, the bad, the up, the down, the ugly, the beautiful. You know, it's just support. You know what I mean? That's where my heart is as far as football club is concerned, and that's where it's gonna stay. So I know we've been trophyless for a while now, and I would like to win something. You know, I would like to win something. Coming second 3 year in a row is just crazy. Just crazy. Coming second to the team that came first, that's now battling to qualify for a Champions League spot. That's crazy. So, and here we are still second. You know, so it's been it's been rough for us, but we'll make it. You know what I mean? The Cronkies said that they're going to back the team, they're going to back the coach. You know what I mean? They're going to present them with what they need, right? The only problem I have with that statement is when he said we're going to do it the Arsenal way. Caught me to start wondering, what is the Arsenal way? Because the Arsenal way is not liking to wanting to spend money. You know what I mean? And we need to spend money. You understand me? We need to spend money. We need to spend money to strengthen this team because I mean, like last year the competition was okay. This year the competition is tighter. So if everybody's getting these glimpses of glory, that means everybody's gonna want to go and reinforce. Everybody's gonna want to make sure that their team is doing good, that their team is having great success. You know what I mean? So I know for a fact that these teams are gonna strengthen. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna strengthen and they're gonna come strong. So I hope the Arsenal way is us spending some money and making sure that we compete next season. You know what I mean? So I don't know. As I said, I'm looking forward to it. And here's my bears. You see, guys, I told you, my bears are here. Yep, looking forward to it. Yeah. So. But as far as other incoming is concerned, I'm not sure. Everything else is up in the air as far as our wingers is concerned. Everything else is really up in the air because Rodrigo is um, William, all of them. It's just you have all sorts of clubs calling around for them and all of that. So we just got to figure out how bad Arsenal want which one of these wingers to, which two of these wingers to be a part of this team going forward. We need a goalkeeper. You know what I mean? I'm just wondering also how much money are we going to spend? What's our budget? What's our budget like this year? You know what I mean? What's really, you know what I mean? I think that we should get a 300 mil. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, a 300 mil should get us in a position where, hey, we should land a silverware. You know what I'm saying? We should land a silverware with 300 mil. You know what I mean? And that's just outgoing. Remember, we still have some players that can be sold and all of that to back up some of that finance. You understand? So it should be looking good for us to compete next season. You know what I mean? As I said, the Kroenke said be excited. You know what I mean? That's what they said to us, what, 4 or 5 years ago? And it's like he comes back with the same statement again. Be excited. So let's see what excitement is like. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to compete excitingly. When I watched the PSG game, you know what I mean, and I saw an Arsenal fan find himself in the PSG stand, you know what I mean, hoping for some glory, and it didn't happen, man. Can you imagine you in the behind enemy's line getting defeated like that? Can you imagine you book a ticket to go to Paris? You can't get a ticket to go into the home stand. You get a ticket to go into. You can't get a ticket to go in the away stand. You get a ticket to go into the home stand, right? Only to be there watching everybody else celebrating, rejoicing, being happy. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't even think he could pretend that he was even part of them. I don't even think he could pretend to be part of them because that was hurtful. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that we get rid of some of those hurts, man. Come on. We need to, even if we had lost that game with some more fight, you know what I mean? We probably wouldn't have felt so bad because we probably just say, hey, they fought. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure. I'm looking for some more fight in the guys next season. You know what I mean? I'm looking for the leader, Odegaard. I'm looking for him to step up. You know what I mean? Find back the form that he had a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? That Odegaard that makes some insane passes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for that captain to come back and lead us to victory. You know what I mean? Hopefully a striker will see that through. You know what I mean? A striker, whether it be Gyökeres or Sesko. You know what I mean? As I said, I prefer Sesko as a striker. Gyökeres is a great striker. He's a finishing product, but I'm looking at us competing for the next 6 years. You know what I mean? With this one striker. I'm not just talking overall. I'm talking about with this one striker. So I'm looking for us really using this striker to build a real force to be reckoned. So, you know, hopefully we can have that striker to find back that creative sparks that Odegaard need to be who he really is. Because we all know that Odegaard is insane. It's crazy. You know what I mean? We just need him to find back himself and, you know, just win us some game. Because we're really looking forward to that. You know what I mean? But guys, this was just me coming on chit chatting with you guys for a bit. You know what I mean? This is Riley's World guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you again probably sometime today when I drop a short. You know what I mean? Y'all know I like to do it. I like to make fun of my team in my comedic shorts. You know what I mean? It's my team, so I don't care. Right? Yeah, guys. So until then, see you next time, guys. Peace.